It was 4 years ago. I was in a hurry and driving a little over the speed limit. I couldn't be late. She was leaving for 2 months, and we just had to see each other. The road was going uphill, and a Chevy Spark was moving slowly in front of me. I accelerate, slowing down to pass. Suddenly, a large pickup truck appears on the crest of the hill, the driver of which seems to be in a hurry as well. He brakes sharply, honking loudly. I jerk the steering wheel to the right, realizing I'm about to drive off the road into a ditch, and quickly turn left. Incredibly, I don't collide with the Chevy or go into the ditch. I definitely pass between the two. Unbelieving my luck, I close my eyes for a second to catch my breath. A sudden thud, like something hitting the bumper, forces me to open them. I instantly slow down and look back. The pickup truck has already fled in the direction of the city, and the Chevy is headed for the airport. There's nothing to be seen near my car. Probably just hit a small tree or some stupid cat didn't have time to bounce off, I thought. I got out of the car and walked up to the front of it. There was a small dent in the bumper, and blood was dripping from it. Underneath her lay a girl about 6 or 7 years old. A wild horror seized me, and I froze for half a minute, afraid to touch her. And why, when this happens to the hero of some movie or story, he immediately knows where to check the pulse and where the carotid artery. I put my palm to her nose, but there was no breath. I gently lifted the small body and pressed my ear to her chest. Silence. I wiped the blood off the bumper with a tissue, examined it. The dent was very small. No one would notice it today. And later, I would take the car to the repair shop and get a new bumper. I got back in the car, backed up, and hurried to the airport. Why so late? Sorry. Got held up in town. You look upset. Did something happen? No, honey, nothing's wrong. I'm just a little nervous about the long separation. After a brief kiss, she glanced at her watch. Well, I have to go. Call me when you land. I tried to smile, but the horrible scene of the dead baby's body still haunted my eyes and filled my thoughts, crowding out the emotions of the joyous reunion and the impending separation. She could see that my thoughts were elsewhere. In the airport terminal, I found a payphone and dialed 911. I reported that I saw a girl on the side of the road leading to the airport who might need medical attention. I spent the next couple hours in the airport cafe drinking coffee and reflecting on what had happened. On the way back, I slowed down at the spot where the innocent creature had left this life. Apparently, it had already been removed. A stray dog sniffed curiously at the red stain on the wilted fall grass. Day by day, the image of the girl and the bloody bumper became more and more blurred. By the time it was time to pick up my beloved from the business trip, I almost forgot about what had happened. There was plenty of time, so I cleaned up the house a little and went to the airport. I left the apartment, locked the door, and entered the elevator. The ride was only 3 floors. As soon as the elevator started moving, it stopped. Oh no, it's stuck again, I thought, and pressed the emergency button. Instead of the dispatcher's voice, I heard a terribly high-pitched scream. The lights in the elevator went out. I pressed myself against the wall opposite the speaker. When the scream ended, static sprinkled from the speaker. It was incredibly dark, and I couldn't even make out the button panel. I reached into my pocket for my phone and pulled it out. The backlight didn't light up when I pressed the button. A distinct laugh sounded behind me. I turned around but saw nothing. What was I supposed to see standing against the wall? I reached forward but didn't feel the wall. I took a step forward and felt something small coiled around my leg. I closed my eyes tightly, not wanting to see the creature. There was no point, as I wouldn't be able to see anything even with my eyes open. I shook my leg vigorously, trying to shake off whatever it was. It didn't help. I shook it even harder. Again and again, it flew off and hit the elevator wall. But the joy that the elevator had walls was short-lived. The sound of impact was followed by the sound of the elevator braking sharply. I screamed. The memories triggered by that sound really scared me. Somewhere ahead, a barking sound was heard. I tried to lunge at the supposed dog, but I hit the wall of the elevator and bruised myself badly. Immediately, the beast sank its teeth into my leg. Blood rushed. The pain was unbelievably intense. Barking, children's laughter, screaming, interference from the speaker where the dispatcher was supposed to. The elevator stopped at the first floor, the doors opened, and I found myself lying on the floor. My jeans were intact, but my leg was bitten and bleeding. I managed to get up, walked out of the house, and headed for my car. There was still enough time to make it to the airport.